The mystery of the man in the iron mask is, despite a pleasant saying of Lord Beaconfield's, one of the most fascinating in history. By a curious coincidence, the wildest legend on the subject and the correct explanation of the problem were offered to this world in the same year, 1801. According to this form of legend, the man in the iron mask was the genuine Louis XVI. Deprived of his rights in favour of a child of Anne of Austria and of Marzin, immured in the Isles of Saint Marguerite, in the Bay of Canaise, where you are shown his cell looking north to the sunny town, he married, and begot a son. That son was carried to Corsica, was named de Bonaparte. He was the ancestor of Napoleon. The emperor was thus the legitimate representative of the House of Bourbon. This legend was circulated in 1801 and is referred to in a proclamation of the royalist of La Verde. In the same year, 1801, Rue Facile, a citoyen and a revolutionary legislator, published a work in which he asserted that the man in the iron mask, as known in rumor, was not one man, but a myth, in which the actual facts concerning at least two men were blended. It is certain that Rue Facile was right, or that, if he was wrong, the man in the iron mask was an obscure valet of the French birth, residing in England, whose real name was Martin. Before we enter on the topic of this poor menial's tragic history, it may be as well to trace the progress of the romantic legend, as it blossomed after the death of the man, whose mask was not of iron, but of black velvet. Later we shall show you how the legend struck root and flowered, from the moment when the poor valet Martin, by his prison pseudonym Eustache Dauger, was immured in the French fortress of Pignerol in Piedmont, August 1669. The man in connection with the mask is first known to us from a kind of notebook kept by Du Guesclin, lieutenant of the Bastille. On September 8, 1698, he records the arrival of the new governor of Bastille, M. de Saint-Mars, bringing with him, from his last place, the Isles Saint Marguerite, in the Bay of Canaise, an old prisoner whom he had at Pignerol. He keeps his prisoner always masked, his name is not spoken, and I have put him alone in the third chamber of Bastille Tower, having furnished it some days before with everything by order of M. de Saint-Mars. The prisoner is to be served and cared for by M. de Rodriguez, the officer in the next command under Saint Mars. Func Bernato, Legends et Orques de la Bastille, pp. 86, 87, Paris, 1898, p. 277.